Hello everyone and welcome to the final update of the July the 4th crypto news. Firstly, we've got the US national debt to shatter $143 trillion, quadrupling in 3 decades, Congressional Budget Office. A federal agency that provides financial and economic data to the US Congress is projecting that the country's national debt will skyrocket over the next 30 years. In its June 2023 Long-Term Budget Outlook report, the Congressional Budget Office says the national debt is poised to surpass the country's gross domestic product in the coming years. The CBO also says that the federal debt would continue to significantly outrun GDP growth and it will be worth nearly 3 times the country's GDP by 2053. By the end of 2023, federal debt held by the public equals 98% of GDP. Debt then rises in relation to GDP. It surpasses its historical high in 2029 when it reaches 107% of GDP and climbs to 181% of GDP by 2053. The CBO predicts that the GDP of the United States will ascend to $79.5 trillion by 2053, suggesting that the national debt will skyrocket to $143.895 trillion, a more than 4-fold increase from its current value of $32.33 trillion. According to the federal agency, the immense national debt would put tremendous pressure on the US economy. Such high and rising debt would slow economic growth, push up interest payments to foreign holders of US debt, and pose significant risks to the fiscal and economic outlook. It could also cause lawmakers to feel more constrained in their policy choices. Next up, we have $105 million in BTC abruptly moved to exchanges by key stakeholders as price stays above $30,000. Miners moved $105 million worth of Bitcoin onto exchanges as the top crypto reclaimed the $30,000 price point, according to the digital asset analytics firm Glassnode. Glassnode says it represents the second largest US dollar denominated transfer on record. Following the ascension in spot price above the psychologically key $30,000 level, Bitcoin miners have continued to send large clips of BTC to exchanges. Currently, miners are sending $105 million to exchanges, the second largest USD denominated transfer on record. Glassnode also notes that the volume settled on the Bitcoin network has recorded a 211% increase year to date, climbing from 2.16 billion to 4.56 billion. The firm says the surge suggests network utilization continues to improve. However, when compared to the conditions experienced across the 2021 bull market, the current settlement value remains a significant $8.54 billion, 65% lower than the all-time high of $13.1 billion. Glassnode also examines Bitcoin's hot supply, a term it uses to approximate the BTC that is actively participating in price discovery. According to the analytics firm, less than $30 billion worth of BTC is available for trading. With a median size of 0.67 million BTC and a maximum of 2.2 million BTC, hot supply represents between 3.5 to 11.3% of the total supply. Perpetual futures open interest 472,000 Bitcoin and hot supply 511,000 Bitcoin are similar in size as shown, suggesting that a volume of around 983,000 Bitcoin, approximately $29.5 billion, is currently available for sale, with just under half of this being spot Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently trading at $30,907 at the time of writing. Next up we have some news from the United Kingdom. The UK on path toward crypto clarity as Financial Services and Markets Bill inches toward legislation. The United Kingdom is taking a step to increase regulatory clarity for cryptocurrencies with the final approval of a bill related to digital assets. According to a new press release, the Financial Services and Markets Act (FSMB) 2023 was granted royal assent, the final step in the process to become law. The bill enables regulators to create a framework that will allow the safe adoption of crypto in the UK. The bill also empowers the UK's HM Treasury to establish crypto regulations. Tina Baker-Taylor, Vice President for the Policy and Regulatory Strategy at Stablecoin Issuer Circle, is praising the bill's passage in a series of tweets as well as explaining what it accomplishes. Mrs. Baker-Taylor says, "The UK's Financial Services and Markets Bill has received royal assent, the first step for this major legislation which brings stablecoins into the regulatory perimeter, designates crypto as a regulated activity and supervision of crypto promotions. HM Treasury, Financial Conduct Authority and Bank of England will continue consulting on the regulatory frameworks mandated by the FSMB. Economic Secretary to the Treasury, Andrew Griffith, has indicated that rulemaking is a priority and could be introduced within 12 months. This transformational legislation is a major step forward toward the UK becoming a leading jurisdiction for digital assets and crypto innovation, establishing regulatory clarity for market participants and attracting investment in the UK. Kudos to Griffith for this leadership in driving this progressive legislation forward." Jeffrey Allaire, the CEO of Circle, which issues USD Coin (USDC) and Eurocoin (EuroC), says the bill will result in clearer rules for stablecoins and the broader digital asset market. UK stablecoin and crypto market regulatory clarity is incoming. And another article from the UK. UK Lords pass bill to help seize and freeze crypto used for crime. The bill, introduced in September, now enters its final stages in Parliament. The UK's Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Bill, which will help law enforcement agencies seize and freeze crypto used for crime, took a step closer to entering the statute book after being passed by Parliament's upper chamber on Tuesday. While the House of Lords didn't make changes to crypto aspects of the bill, during earlier proceedings it was amended to ensure the measures extended to terrorism cases and measures to help authorities seize property that can help identify crypto linked to crime were added. Plus, an amendment was added to ensure courts can ask authorities to seize and freeze crypto used for crime. In March, the government said combating criminal abuse of crypto was a part of its 3-year economic crime agenda. The country has introduced crypto tactical advisors to police departments nationwide to help identify and seize digital assets tied to crime. Domestic and international criminals have for years laundered the proceeds of their crime and corruption by abusing UK company structures and are increasingly using cryptocurrencies. Graham Bigger, Director General of the National Crime Agency, said in a September statement when the bill was introduced. These reforms, long awaited and much welcomed, will help us crack down on both. Approval by the Lords means the bill returns to the House of Commons for the final stages before it's put into law. Once both houses agree on the document, the King will need to sign it into law. The bill can be sent back and forth between the chambers of Parliament until an agreement is reached. So that's a big step forwards for the United Kingdom in cryptocurrency adoption and the prevention of crime and money laundering. That's all for today. Thank you for tuning in and listening. All source links will be left in the description or a comment on the video. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, I'd really appreciate it if you would hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know your thoughts on today's news. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on future updates. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all later.